Welcome to Monday Madness. Ooh, yeah. We are live and we're going to have a good time here tonight, man. What do you think about that, sagittarically speaking?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I just thought I was going to be on with Hebro, but it's cool to see you, Macho Man. How the Slim Jim thing going?
I think I snapped the one too hard and it hurt my gums.
Well, I guess that could happen even to a big tough guy like you.
Yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and leave and turn it back over to Hebro. I got to go to the bathroom.
I got a quick question though.
Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead.
Now that I know that was you during that intro, was that you playing the guitar?
Ooh, yeah.
I thought it was. It sounded like some macho riffs to me.
All right, guys, so I'm going to turn it back over to Hebro now if you're done with all the questionnaire questions.
I guess I'll let you off the hook easy. No more questions.
All right, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Dig it? Ooh, yeah. Now I should actually have him like walking away. That would have been funnier. Like the action figure.
Yeah, I was going to interrupt the intro and be like, "Is that Mandela Rock?" And hopefully you would have said, "Yeah, it just came in." Oh. Well, turn it up, man.
Right? No, there would have been nothing like it, man. But I got to tell you something. I got a little bit of a story I wanted to share, especially if he's watching this. I wanted to talk about.
If you're only going to share a little bit of the story, don't bother, because it'll just make me wish I could hear the rest of the story. But if you're going to tell the whole story.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell the whole story.
All right. Well, then, and go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. We're only like, 2 minutes in the show. I've interrupted you like 3 times. Go ahead.
Well, 4 times, but who's counting?
You are.
Apparently. Good one. No, but man, I got to tell you, yeah, I'm reverbing back off of your speaker somehow.
Well, that's my headset. Is that better?
Hold on, let me test it. Testing. Hebro 7070 here. Welcome to another edition of. Okay, never mind. It's working. What was I gonna say?
A story.
Oh yes.
A little bit of one, or actually the whole one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the whole story.
Yeah, the whole story.
That's 5 times, by the way, if anyone's counting at home.
Well, I thought you asked.
No, so the old days of YouTube, back in the days before it became a huge corporation, before it became tied in with Google.
Back when when creators could actually create and their videos actually got watched and not shadow banned back then, all the way back then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're talking like more than a year, possibly 2 or 3 years ago.
Probably longer than that.
Okay.
But I had a channel way back when, and I think I lost the channel back in 2011, and it was called Ghostbuster Guy 2001, and well, you've seen the channel. I've talked about it before, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm with you so far. I didn't realize it was that long ago, but wow. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, back in the good old days, I had nearly almost over 500 subscribers, and which is pretty awesome. I probably had more than that, but I've lost a whole bunch of them. But anyway, I digress and telling the story here. Well, there's a guy who's been following me on this channel here lately, who brought up the fact that he followed me when I was on my old channel. He's like, "Oh man, you know, lost you a long time ago, and then I found you on this channel. And you lost your channel back in 2011." Said, "Man, I've been a fan of yours ever since 2007." I was like, "Wow, man, that's pretty cool." I left it in the comment. He just recently watched a video I uploaded called "He-Man the Game Master," and let me tell you something. You may not remember this, and you may remember it, but back in those days on YouTube, you could have friends. Like I could add you as a friend, and what Tobin Schwing over there at Red Shirt Blues, I could add those guys as a friends for an example. And if they had a video or something, I could take their video and I can video response. Do you remember the video responses?
I do kind of, but to be honest with you, back then I didn't really do YouTube any except for just like to watch like maybe an occasional music video or a little snippet of news here or there. But I didn't. I really wasn't a YouTuber yet. I hadn't. I didn't. But I do know. I vaguely remember. Yes. Go ahead.
Have you? Well, there was all kinds of channels back then that are long since forgotten, like Matt Hall's and the Happy Show, and there was another one with this lady Finn and the Five Froze, and there was the video game nerd. He was just getting started. It was before he's more of a minor celebrity now, a minor YouTube celebrity. He also has a show outside of YouTube. It's on cinema cinnamon scares or something like that. You ever heard of that?
I kind of know who you're talking about, but I'll keep going with the story.
But this guy or person, I won't say if they're a guy or girl or not, but they remembered me from the days of old. And me and the video game nerd, we used to we used to converse back and forth with each other. We'd send emails back and forth, and I would request a video. It was like, "Yeah, man, I was just getting ready to do that one." And that's before he became a minor celebrity. He became like a minor major title holder celebrity there on the YouTubes. Screw Attack. That's the name of the other website. It's called Screw Attack, and I believe it's been featured on. Do you remember Gamer TV? It was like Game. What's the name of that GameStop before it became GameStop? You know what I'm talking about at all?
I do kind of, but really, to be honest with you, this is not my area of expertise. Like I said, I didn't really watch that much YouTube until probably the last few years, like maybe 2 years, past 2 years is when I really started becoming like you're watching YouTube and building channel lists and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. No, see, but he became sort of a celebrity, and Matt Halls was on there, and me and him did a video, or I did a video response to one of his videos, and I think I even did a video response to one of the nerds videos. And there was a thing on YouTube. It was called Getting Featured. It was much like today it would be called trending, but back in those days it was called Getting Featured. And I actually had one of my videos featured, and what it actually was is I was singing the song Ghostbusters. I was lip syncing it just as a goof, and then YouTube comes along and says, "We can't use this music," and they set me up with some other kind of music or something. And and stuff like that. And so it was basically the equivalent of trending. You know what trending is?
Yeah, I follow you. I get what you're saying. So you're basically. I mean, I'm with you on the story. So you had a person reach out to you that used to be they used to follow your channel back then, and they recently found your one of your new He-Man videos, and it's just kind of taking you down memory lane as far as how much YouTube has changed over the years. Is what you're
Oh,
saying?
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, my brother. YouTube used to be for the people and by the people. It wasn't all corporate bull. Well, I'm just going to say the words bullshit. It was all it's all corporate bullshit now. And this C Thompson guy is who I'm talking about. He's on there right now. He's in the comments. Do you see him in the comments section or the chat? I mean, do you have the chat up?
Let me go do that real quick. I'll do that while you're talking.
But he says I had a YouTube war with this one dude back in the day, and I remember that it was a me and this one guy. We were conversing back and forth, and I said, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if we had we set up this whole fake YouTube war between each other?" And we did this series of videos where he would say a bunch of garbage about me, and then I said a bunch of trash about him, and it was pretty funny for a while, and I think we actually had a lot of people going. And but we had conversed earlier and saying we're going to start up this fake war and stuff like that between the two of us, and it was good, man. It got a lot of views, I do believe, as I recall back in the day.
So it was kind of like how these rappers be doing these fake rap beefs, like where they pretend like they got some type of problem with each other just to make rap songs where they diss each other just to get their views up.
Yeah, and the funny thing was I had to say his name a bunch and his YouTube name, and the guy's a white guy, and he's from Canada. Um, his YouTube name right now would probably not be considered politically correct. But it was, how do I say this, is called the N word, but it wasn't the N word, like the hard N word that's racist. It was like, you know how, I don't know.
Are you saying it ended with an A and not an ER?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it was 1, 2, 3, 4 in, you know,
Okay.
yeah.
So it rhymed with bigger instead of bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Put an F on the end of that, big eyes. But yeah. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. My headset. I laughed and my headset fell off, but I'm back.
Yeah, it was all. Yeah, we had fun back in the day. We had video responses. We had what you call being tagged, like you could be tagged in a video, you know.
Yeah, I missed out on all that good times. See, I was busy doing a. I wasn't woke yet. Well, I was in to some degree. I knew I was different, but I just didn't understand exactly how and why. But I didn't. I just didn't watch. I didn't pay attention to the signs, the signals. You know, I just kind of. They were there. I just didn't pay attention to them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. And it's like back then I had a totally different channel. It was just entertainment only. It had nothing to do with anything serious or
Kind of like now.
very
Oh no,
funny.
wait. I'm sorry.
Very funny. No, I mean, like that. This was way before I got woke and got into the whole Mandela effect and got into, started becoming a little bit more religiously aware. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was all before I found Jesus. I always found Jesus, but I refound him, and I don't know how else to explain that. It's not. You know how some people say I'm a born again Christian. I don't like to use that term Christian. I don't like to use, when I say I'm born again, you know.
right? Well, I mean, but I get that, and it's just one of those things where um, you kind of evolve, over time, and it's things that you would have normally totally been cool with, or overlooked, or not paid attention to at one point. You see things totally different now. A good
Absolutely.
example of that for me is like when I go back to my hometown, because I live out of state now, but I still occasionally visit. Back where I grew up. It might be 5, 10, 15 years go by, but I go back to that neighborhood every so often.
Hmm.
And when I go back to that neighborhood now, and I see it with the eyes that I have today, it just looks so much different, so much smaller, so much. I mean, I just have a totally different perspective on what I'm looking at compared to when I was 12 years old riding my bike down the sidewalk. You know what I mean? It's one of
Oh,
those things where you just your eye. I'm looking through the same pair of eyes. I have the same mind. It's just my consciousness and my perception of reality has changed so drastically since then that
oh yeah.
uh, you just see things in a totally different way.
Yeah, exactly. When I had that channel back
Channel
then,
back then.
that was like 7 years ago. A lot can happen in 7 years.
Well, you said the channel got shut down in 2011, if I heard you right.
Yeah, isn't that about 7 years ago?
Well, it's 2000 and about to be 2020. That's almost 9 years.
Oh, well, there you go. A lot can happen. It didn't get shut down so much as I
I,
lost
I
the original password to the account, and I lost the original email. I took a little break. I took a little, what was going to be like a 2 week break or a 3 week break or whatever reason, whatever it was. And I think I was still even making videos, but never got them posted on that old channel. I had to start a brand new channel. So basically, that's where I am today.
yeah, and I imagine back then it wasn't as easy as it is today to convert everybody from one channel to a new channel. Like as far as like getting all your subscribers to subscribe to your new channel.
Yeah, and I was pretty sad when that happened too, because I had quite a few, not just subscribers. Like we think of subscribers as like people that are just that like to watch our shows and they're fans and
Or
whatnot.
no, just somebody who's had the subscribe button. But I mean, we actually have people who relentlessly show up every week, every when we do our shifty Sundays, they show up. I mean, you can almost count on them to be there. Just
Oh yeah,
as much as they count on us to show up and do the show, we count on them to show up and watch it.
right. Yeah, but also, back then it was so much more of a community. I mean, yes, we do have today. We have it's different. We do still have communities, but they're so far removed from what YouTube was originally about. We had friends on
Yeah.
there, and when I lost my channel, I lost all my friends, people that I conversed with almost on a weekly, if not daily basis.
And I know that a lot of that stems because Google or YouTube, I don't know if YouTube was owned by Google then or not, but I do know that Google, if you lose your Google account, because I've had a Google account and lost the password and lost the device that had the password and couldn't remember the password. And all you get is an automated machine telling you you can't recover. We can't we can't verify that the device, and you can't verify the password, so we can't recover your account. But there really should have been a way for you to recover your account. I know now that so many years has gone by, it'd probably be next to impossible. But at the time, it seems like YouTube should have had some type of customer service or some way for you to verify your name, your date of birth, your address, or something to recover that account. Because that's really a shame that you weren't able to do that. I'm really sorry for you.
Yeah, I lost all those people, but in retrospect, I've got a little bit of the old and the new. The new ones are the ones that are with me since I've entered this Mandela community. You know, and those are the ones that really matter now because they fit my format of what I'm about now, as opposed to what I was about back then.
True. So in a way, it forced you to grow and evolve. So maybe it was, even though it was a sad moment, it worked out to be a better outcome. I guess is one way of looking at it.
Absolutely, man. You know, and as I mentioned before, and when I was being interviewed by Curiouser, when I
You,
got
you
interviewed by those guys,
uh,
um, I told them that this is more of a spiritual experience.
I was wondering, like when they were interviewing you, because I couldn't stay on the whole time. When they started, when you started the interview, were they kind of curious? Then as you kept talking, did they get more curious?
Yeah, you can kind of say that. You kind of say they got
So
Curiouser.
you could say they got curiouser and curiouser as you were talking.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, why is there only 3 people watching this? Is
Well,
is
because
Dan back?
huh?
Is Dan back?
I have no idea.
I
Do you want me
didn't
to
get a
look?
notification. Hold on.
All
Yeah,
right.
go ahead and look because this is weird. We should have more viewers in this,
Oh yeah. Let's see here.
even though they're not.
Uh, I know. I know Jay Chris was going live. He captures pretty good audience.
Who?
Jay Chris.
J. Chris.
Nope, nothing going on with Scarab.
Huh.
Jay Chris, the he used to be I am, but now he's 444.
Oh yeah, J. Chris. I remember J. Chris. Um, a little bit, but yeah, that could explain why we have low viewership right now. Also, this is not our regular time or day that we go live.
Let's see if he's still alive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did kind of just pull one out of the blue. No, he's not live right now. I guess I was mistaken. I don't know. Let me look at my home screen, see if we got any other related people broadcasting. Oh, no. There's nothing going on, man. We're the only ones of my subscribers that I see live streaming.
Well, with that being said, let me get out the participant list and let me do a quick shout out real quick.
All right.
We got Tobin Schween in the house tonight. Red Shirt Blues, C. Thompson 2009, and Eddie Van King. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Eddie Von King, the real one. And Sagittariusly Speak. Oh, wait, that's you. I'm not going to call out you.
All right. Well, I think you already did.
So that, unless I missed one or two, then that should be it. That sounds like 4 people, right?
Yep, 4 people.
All right, cool. Well, so I hear you have some interesting stories to tell us here tonight.
Well, I was gonna suggest that we do like a reaction to a Mandela video that came out yesterday. It's not very long. There's no commentary. It's just a video, I think, with some background music playing um, from Moneybag's channel, where he's just showcasing the old reality, the old Sagittarius arm reality, you know, from the place in the Milky Way where we used to reside back when Kit Kats had a dash in them and things of that nature.
Huh, that sounds interesting. Well, do you have a link or a thing to send me?
Well, I can do that real quick. Or you could just go on YouTube because you're going to present it anyway and type in his channel and it'll be the most recent video he put out.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm subscribed to Moneybags, and it never came up in my notifications. But I can go on YouTube and check real quick while you talk amongst yourself,
Well, I almost got the link now. Hold on.
or we can introduce our special guest.
Who is that?
Wow. Now, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret, now would it?
Well, you didn't say secret. You said special.
Oh, well, then it's not going to be that special if I don't keep it a secret.
Oh yeah, I guess you got a point there.
No, but seriously, dude, you get out Mr. Moneybags, and I'll invite our special guest to join the broadcast.
Okay, well you do that, and I'll do that.
Cool. I hope they're up. I hope they're around. I hope they come in here. If not, that's fine. We don't need special guests to make the show special, but certainly it would make it kind of interesting.
Oh, okay, so it's not like they're just sitting waiting to come in. You actually have to send out the invite.
Oh no, that one was kind of sitting waiting to come in, but what the hell? It happens. But can you see? I can't see the most recent comments. My comment board is down for some reason. But what I was going to say to Mr. Thompson out there, if that's the one, I think no, that's not the one that, or that is the one that saw my reoccurrencing. But there was somebody else that saw my reoccurrencing also. I don't think it was Mr. Thompson.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If anyone wants to contact me, I'm going to put the banner up here. There's my contact information. If anybody wants to contact me and talk about old times, or maybe even doing collateral damage.
Collaboration? Is that what you mean?
A collaboration. Then I've got my information right up there on the screen for anybody to email me. I don't care that it's up there. It's not like it's my actual address, and even if it was, I still wouldn't be scared of anybody coming over.
I'm good because I'm on my way right now.
Oh man, I better lock my doors. No, man, I'll tell you, we have so much fun on this show. I would be lying if I didn't say I missed Shifty Sunday.
You would be lying if you did say you didn't. Now, what did you say again?
I might have said it all backwards. And what I meant to say was,
You would be telling the truth if you missed it. No, wait.
Wait, Dan and Fizzy you're watching? Or is he? Oh, he's joke. Is he calling us Dan and Fizzy?
Possibly. Let me get back to that screen. You got me jumping all around.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the house of pain.
It's the night of the Lepus. The Lepus. You're jumping all around, Lepus?
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
It went over my head at first.
By the way, have you ever seen that movie, Night of the Lepus?
No, I didn't know it was even a movie. I thought it was just a word you made up.
No, it was an old cheesy movie back in the 70s called Night of the Lepus. You know what Lepus is?
Spell it.
No, Lepus.
Spell the word Lepus.
I don't know how to spell the word Lepus.
Well, I don't ever heard of that word before.
What do you think I am, Mr. Scientist Man?
Well, what is a lepus?
A lepus is a scientific term for rabbit.
Ah, I see, said the blind man. I saw that I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and guess what? All the Latin word for what all the domesticated cats derivated from is.
Can I say it on the air?
I'll just say it because you'll never guess it.
Okay.
Sylvesterin. Sylvester.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I swear.
For sure?
Yeah.
Now is this before the Looney Tunes?
Well, yeah. This is what like all the domesticated cats are spawned from that old breed of cat, Sylvester something.
Sylvester Stallone?
No, Sylvester the cat.
Oh, okay. I was just I just got a horrible picture of Sylvester Stallone with whiskers and like pointy
Mhm.
hair and a tail, all muscled up. Hey yo, Adrian, where's my cat snacks at?
No, but you have to assume that Looney Tunes knew that when they named that cat Sylvester.
Well, suffering succotash. Yeah, you would think so. Suffering succotash. I am saying that right, aren't I?
It would really. I mean, if only I knew what it was in our old reality, or if it had changed or not, because that would be one heck of a Mandela effect.
That he doesn't say suffering succotash anymore?
No, the Sylvester wasn't the name of the original cat
Oh.
breed that all cats are derived from.
Well, I got a surprise for you, Sagittarically speaking.
All right, then. I'm cautiously curious.
Are you curious and getting curiouser?
I am getting a little bit curiouser and curiouser.
Our surprise guest, this person's name has been Mandela before, by the way.
Uh
Here is, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please, drum roll.
oh.
Miss Honey Ann is on the program.
Well, hello.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Well, hello there. I like your
Well, I know
avatar,
y'all.
by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting prepared. Yeah, everybody says my name was Mandela, but I personally don't remember it changing.
That's okay. You're not supposed to. That's part of the coolness of it.
But y'all know for sure that I wasn't faking. I know a lot of people change their name, to psych people out, but I literally didn't do that. And I know that Robin Neely didn't do it either.
Right?
No, it was a Mandela. It had to be Mandela.
Yeah, most
Neil,
definitely. Because you go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No. I mean, I was just going to say, I always remember my name, my name being Honey Amaya or Honey Ann Amaya, not Miss Honey Ann Amaya, because even my emails are Honey Amaya, Yeah. So, I mean, if I would have set it up to be like Miss Honey Amaya or Honey Ann Amaya, it would have been on my emails too, because I set everything up all at the same time. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, yeah, everything.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, like all mine are the same as well. Like my email address for my Gmail is the same before it gets to Gmail as it is at Yahoo, as it is at Hotmail, as it is, wherever.
Right. Yeah. Mine's that way too at att.net and at Gmail, where I have my two email accounts. Absolutely.
Yep.
Ebro. Mm-hmm.
Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even know what
also, it'll be cool to have a third person for this reaction video we're about to do too.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're discussing tonight, but I thought, hey, Ebro invited me. Woohoo!
Well, what I thought we would do is we're gonna watch. Moneybags put out a video yesterday showing a lot of old residue, and we're going to watch it. We're going to try to pick out the residue. What he's showing, and then see if we'll pause it occasionally and just talk about it. If you guys are cool with that.
Cool, yeah.
Sounds good. By the way, did you get that loaded, my good friend?
I sent you the link in our regular hangouts.
Oh, okay. I'll get. Well, I'm getting that link. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I know
Sure.
you and I know each other.
Know each other.
Known each other for a long time, but I don't believe you've properly met, Sagittariusly speaking. Have you?
No, we've never actually
No,
met.
I haven't. I've seen him in chat. Yeah.
Well, get to know each other. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I believe I've seen you in Scarab's chat.
Yeah, I've been in there a few times, and I've called in Scarab's channel on occasion.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I've been with Dan. I've been with him since about 26. Yeah, I've been a faithful viewer, and haven't really gone much because I've just kind of gotten burnt out. We have to take a small break sometimes, you know.
I totally
Somebody's
understand
effect.
that.
Yeah. Do you
I think
know
I'm
that?
going on two years now following Dan. That's about how long I've been following him.
Yeah. Well, you know, the very first Mandela effect I ever saw was in 2012, and for me, it was John Deere that changed. It, you know, the E on
Mhm.
the end,
Yeah.
and I had gone to this Asian lady's shop. She had like discount T-shirts, 3 for $5, and I was looking through the T-shirts, and I noticed the E on the end of John Deere, and I thought, well, that's bizarre. Maybe because it's generic. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because it's a knockoff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I had passed by John Deere, which I live in the country. I'm in Texas, and I have a John Deere tractor. We do everything John Deere. I mean, I had John Deere lunchbox, T-shirts, you know, all kind of stuff, pictures on the wall. I know it did not end with an E. I know, I know. And I passed by the company, and I saw the E on the end, and I was like, oh wow, how bizarre. But you know, back then we weren't like all in touch with each other on the internet. So, you know, it hadn't spread so rapidly. And then the second thing that changed for me as well in 2012 was the Sci-Fi Channel, because I'm an avid Sci-Fi channel. I used to be, even when I watched TV, and it used to be spelled SCI-FI, Sci-Fi. And then it just overnight it went to SYFY, and I was like, what the heck? And I was like telling my family, and like, what happened to the Sci-Fi Channel? Did they sell it? Did they not tell us they were changing? You know, but that those were the first two things I noticed.
Yeah, the one that really got me was but and I didn't know about the Mandela effect was I didn't even realize that I was seeing a Mandela effect. I just thought
Right.
they changed it and that nobody told nobody, but it was
Right.
when the Ford logo changed.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear something bizarre? I just found out last week they took the D out of my dang coffee. Folgers no longer has a D. So why do we call it Folgers when it's spelled Folgers?
Yeah,
I
no, you
actually,
pronounce the D when you say it, but you don't. But it's not there. Isn't that weird?
They
I
took the
actually did.
D. What
I
you-
actually did a video on that. Oh man, when was that? About 16 months ago.
well, I must have missed it because I just found out, Leaky Bro, they took the dang D out of my coffee.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
funny you
happy about
mentioned
it.
that because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
one of
Foge.
they're going to show that in this video we're about to watch. They're going to show the whole.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
I actually got a comment on that
now
Folgers video.
look at that right there. Doesn't that look normal? That's what Skechers is supposed
That's
to
what
look like.
Skechers is. It does look like to me. It'll never change. I do not accept these Mandela effects. I just want y'all to know.
Well,
I do not accept the changes. I will not comply.
This is a big deal to me because I bought Skechers a lot. Like I like that they
Okay.
were a brand of shoe that was as good as like your Nike or Adidas or
That's
all the
right.
other ones, but they were always
All the
about
gloves
$10 or
Skechers too.
$20 cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I remember about Skechers the most that makes this tea stick in my mind? Skechers got a lawsuit because they had made these high heel tennis shoes that were supposed to be like walking shoes for women.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're
remember
talking
that?
about.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, and they were hurting the ankles. They were twisting the ankles of the women, and the tea just sticks with me. I mean, I know it had a tea. I know it still does. Like I said, I will not comply.
And you could turn the volume down if you want, Ebro. That's totally up to you.
I just
Am I too
wanted,
loud?
just wanted to say that this comes from Moneybag73.
Okay.
Just so he doesn't, just so he knows.
After the video, you should put a link in the description.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get on my other phone and watch and turn the volume down so I can see it bigger.
All right.
Go ahead, guys.
But I was gonna say about Folgers in my Folgers video I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that actually left a comment said they remember
They
that
remembered it.
as Folgers because they would say they would say something like, they make a joke like, go get the Folgers, and then they go get the toilet paper, say, fold your toilet paper or something like that, you know.
Oh wow.
So
That's funny.
I thought that was
Fold
fun.
your toilet paper. I've never heard that one. That's me. I feel so enlightened, you bro. Thank you. Okay.
But I just want to say, sagittarially speaking, if I get a strike for this, I'm going to come
I
back.
can't
to you.
imagine why he would strike you for promoting his
Well,
channel.
especially if you mention his name and his channel, I'm sure that they probably won't strike you.
Okay, does this have sound on it, by the way?
It's just music. If you want to turn it way low or off, it's totally up to you.
Okay, I'm just going to mute the music, and then we'll play the
Okay.
video. All right?
Yep.
You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. Here we go. Go. There's
See, there it is.
Wow, I can't believe I brought it up.
Now pause that real quick.
Oh, well, shoot. You got me. Let me wind it back.
The Lifesavers one. Which one is the Lifesaver you remember?
We'll let our guest answer first, then I'll give my answer.
I remember it with an S.
Same here.
Lifesavers, yeah?
Yeah, the lifesaver is just wrong. The only lifesaver for me is Jesus. Maybe that's a message, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about these having hidden messages before. I've talked about it in my interview.
Yeah, I have to. I have to. Yep, I have to.
But this, the reason I wanted to watch this is one of the best examples of really good residue that I've seen in a while. So I thought it'd be a good thing to watch and react.
Sure.
And if you think about lifesavers, there's more than one lifesaver and lifesaver. So it would make more sense for it to be lifesavers, because you're not just getting one.
Right.
Right, exactly.
So.
Common sense would tell you that.
And I assume that it's because, and I assume it's because of the shape, because, you know, like when someone falls off the boat, you throw one of those rings out there to them.
A lifesaver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about the noise. I'm making.
What are you doing? Are you
Making
arranging
coffee.
some furniture?
Making coffee. I'm making coffee. Let me turn my volume down.
Are you making Folgers?
Yes, absolutely. I'm making folders.
You're making Folgers or Folgers? Folger?
So yeah. Don't make any of that Folgers coffee. Make sure you make Folgers.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely making Folgers. Well, I've already made it. I'm just making my cups, so I'm sorry for the loud, the interference here. Sorry. I'm almost done.
But how about this one? I didn't even know this was one.
Oh, somehow unpaused it. Sorry, hold on. Let me go back.
You know, the space bar will do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Ring pops.
Ring pops. Now, what's the Mandela effect with this?
That's what I was asking you.
I don't know. I've never heard this one before. This is new to me.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
All
there's
right.
always been ring pops for me. Yeah.
Let me Google it real fast to see if there's something worth. If you guys don't mind,
I'm
Has it
just a
changed
guest.
the ring pop?
I want to see what comes up when I Google ring pop.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember it being ring pop. It looks the same to me, guys. I think I'm out of sugar.
Uh-oh. Can't be out of sugar now.
Man, that sucks.
See, for me, I use sweetener, so that would be...
Yep, there's no S on it now.
Really?
Oh,
wow. Well, hey, bro, do you remember sugar cubes when we were kids? They don't sell sugar cubes anymore here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be one lump or two,
One
right?
lump or two, and they don't
Yeah.
sell them anymore. Not here.
That was the good Bugs Bunny thing. He'd say you want one lump or two, and he'd hit you.
Right. right. Leave it to me to take it on the cozy train.
Well, you can go ahead and hit the space bar.
Off subject. Ring pop, huh? That's just wrong.
Now the laughing cow, he's got a lot going on with him. Apparently, the earrings and the nose ring.
Okay, guys.
It's earrings, I think.
My laughing cow was blue, and he didn't have those weird earrings.
Now,
Just saying.
I think also the Mandela effect is, didn't it lose the word "duh"?
Yeah, it was just laughing cow. Yeah,
it's just laughing cow now.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of changes. He's been through it and back.
Yeah.
All the while he's still laughing.
I remember him being just laughing cow, but I remember him being blue with no freaky earrings.
That nose ring also is kind of like
weird.
A bull would have the nose ring, not a cow.
Right. Funny.
But I mean,
maybe it's a transgender cow.
Maybe he identifies as a bull. Yeah.
Just saying. There's your humor portion of the night.
That's his preferred. That's his preferred. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, what else? What's the other one, Sadie?
The rings on his ears.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I don't.
And look, if it's laughing cow, guys, why does he have horns? Just saying.
Right? It wouldn't be a cow at that point.
That's a crock of bull.
Now it sounds like you're talking about butter.
I couldn't resist, dudes.
That's a country crock of bull right there.
Mm-hmm. You're not making fun of my accent now, are you? Because I'm from Texas.
Double bubble. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it no longer? Is it the spelling? The spelling is off.
I'm double checking.
You guys remember the packaging used to be yellow and it was twisted on the ends for me. Yeah. And it used to be spelled like that. If it's D-U-B-B-L-E, then it's wrong.
Yeah, I seem to remember double, or maybe bubble having. Is it that bubble doesn't? These are the way.
Now it's spelled D-U-B-B-L-E.
See, that's what I was going to say.
D-U-B-B-L-E.
That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, this is the correct way I remember right here.
I see.
Yeah.
So we're seeing these clips. They're what they should look like.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll go on. Was the packaging the other thing?
The packaging.
Well, just for me.
Well, yeah. No, they it's still packaged the other way. That just happens to be the way that particular. You can get it both ways.
Okay. 10 cents. Oh, what's this now?
The Cliff Bar.
Cliff Bar. See, I have no cat in this dog fight. I don't remember Cliff Bars.
The packaging for the Cliff Bar was differently. I remember that.
I'm looking it up because I remember it the way it's shown. I don't know to tell you the new way.
For me, the Cliff Bar used to be it was a great big old huge chunk of chocolate, and the packaging was silver like a peppermint patty.
Yeah.
Now there's only one F in Cliff Bar.
There was two. Right. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because it'd be like cliff, like a cliff. Like, why would it not have two Fs? I went over this in my Chilli video as well. I think always knew chili is like the food, like a bowl of chili. Chilli was how I remembered it being spelled.
I mean, they even show a guy on a cliff, and you don't spell cliff with one F.
No.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'm one of these weirdos. I'm from the Sagittarius arm too, but I'm maybe older than y'all. That's why I have a memory of the packaging being different. Maybe older before it was upgraded.
I think we're all on the same page.
Okay.
I think we're seeing the same thing. Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah, this one I remember. Nestle Quick. What happened to the? This is the way I remember. This is the way I remember it.
On the right or the left?
Well, these are both the same, right?
No,
they're spelled. No, they're not the same, hon.
Okay, I see. This is the way I remember it right here. But also,
Was it the left
do you
or the
remember
right,
it
though?
with the C or without the C, Hero?
with the C.
Well, there is no C anymore.
See,
I remember
this is
Nestle's
the way
Quick to see.
I see.
So
But
do I.
also, where's this Nestle Quick come from? I thought it was Nestle.
It's Nestle's Quick.
Nestle's is what I'm.
Yeah, it's Nestle. Yeah, that's the same spelling for Nestle.
Yep.
Yeah, but I remember it being Nestle's.
Yep, me too. That's why I pronounced it that way.
Yeah.
Yep. Nestle's Quick. Yep. Yep.
So this is where the whole what they call multiple realities comes in at.
Yeah, they say the multiverse. Well, it looks like Hebrew and I are shooting what 5 for 0, 3 for 0, 4 for 0. We're on the same page.
Noxema.
Yeah, it's going to be the left side for me.
Zima, Nox. Yeah, why would there be no Z in Noxema?
This one flip flops, guys. Just so you know, I've seen it go back and forth.
Because I remember it over here this way.
Yeah,
How do you guys remember it?
Yeah, the same as you, Hebrew.
Yeah, I'm with you on the left, and apparently that's the way it is now.
But it does flip flop. Rain on the Plains has even seen it flip flop too, guys. Just saying, okay.
And this is a new one for me because I never. It's the first time me seeing this.
Yeah.
All right, next. Ford, there we go. That's the way I remember the Ford logo right there.
No curly Q.
No curly Q, and this is all broken up here. It's not all. It wasn't all. This is the way I remember it.
Me too.
Yeah, same here.
I don't remember.
I can't imagine that somebody couldn't remember it like that. To me, that's just obscure
It's
to
natural.
think of that
to look at this.
curly Q on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen where they say it's like his signature, and they show where he actually signed things, and he doesn't put a curly on his signature.
Right.
All right, moving on, I guess. Oh, no, pause.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I can tell you mine's the right side, guys.
With the horn.
I always had a cornucopia.
Yeah.
No, I've seen them I've seen videos where they try to say we're creating the cornucopia because there's so many times when you see an image of lots of fruit, there's always a cornucopia.
They had commercials. They had commercials in the 70s and 80s where they wore those on their heads.
But I just don't. I mean, you just can't. You can't make this up. I mean,
no.
Yeah.
When are we going to get to the Stofers? That's the one that bothers me.
I can't remember if it's on here or not.
It was Stouffer stuffing.
Yeah, I know. Sagittariusly speaking, feels the same way. In fact, he's more or less. He's got a good story about that. Why don't you tell us,
yeah, I mean, we're coming up on Thanksgiving. This is a great time to test this. Like when you're talking to relatives or friends over on the phone, ask them if they're going to make their own stuffing or if they're going to serve Stofers, because you'll be surprised how many people just naturally assume that Stofers still exist. And they'll
Right.
say, "Oh yeah, we're using Stofers," and I'll go right after they say that. I'll go, "Well, good luck trying to find it."
Speaking of Thanksgiving, is it not crazy that now it's on the fourth Thursday and not the third?
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's always been the third Thursday forever and a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's the fourth, mysteriously, and it's always been that way.
And my birthday
Hmm.
falls on Thanksgiving like every third year just for that reason.
Wow. Well, just so you know, it's the fourth now. The fourth week, not the
Okay.
third. Bizarre.
The other thing that's bizarre, and we were talking about this when it actually happened, is the time change. I remember the time change occurring in October,
I do too. Right before Thanksgiving, right before Halloween. I mean, yep.
right?
Me too, Ebro. I just mentioned that. Made mention of that just about a week or two ago.
Now I made a
Mhm.
video. I made a video on this one.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Tiny
Put that.
Toon. Tiny. It's now Tiny Toon, but this is the
Yeah,
way I
this is the way
remember
it
it.
should be right here.
Tiny Toons.
Yes.
There's more than just one tune running around.
Right.
You know,
Right?
you can't. You don't just have like a Tiny Toon adventures. Well, they have
Right.
adventures with themselves by themselves.
One character at a time.
Right.
There's only one room for one star on that show. Yeah, this one is what I remember.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people don't even remember the adventures part.
Wow.
But I
I
do.
do too. I do too.
But
And
I'm
I was going to say, let's take a moment. Let's look back at see what chat was saying. Preliminal was without the C on the quick, and let's see. I'm trying to scroll up here. That's about it for that. And then the cornucopia preliminal also
Hey,
was a yes.
Preliminal, guys. Preliminal is said there was no C in quick. He remembers a C, guys. I mean, he remembers no. Wait a minute. Preliminal. He said quick to me. Never quick. He said it was fucking quick. Come on, QUIK. We'll see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And here's this. Yeah, I did a whole video on that. Well, I didn't do a video on this, but
This one's just retarded, guys.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely for me, definitely this one.
The only difference is I remember the O being below the word cup.
Who says
Like it was
noodles though?
Right. I mean,
Right.
nothing
Like-
against mentally challenged people, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, well, cup noodles. It sounds like you're speaking in broken English. Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, it sounds like you're not American and you're trying to speak English. It's your
Right.
second language, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
even the first one sounds a little broken, but now it's like twice as broken.
Yeah. I knew that's what you were saying, Hebrew.
It's like, come on, now they're just bluntly being racist here. Come on.
They're just wrong. They're just wrong, people.
What do you serve again? Cup noodles.
Cup
Oh,
noodle. I want cup noodle.
and a Pepsi.
Oh. We love our foreign people, by the way.
The views and opinions expressed by other people may not necessarily reflect that. We'll put that out there. Although I totally agree with you.
Oh, well, you know how people nowadays want to just pick you apart, even with a tiny amount of humor. So we have to make sure to add that in.
All right. Now, what? Yeah, everything's so damn political. I hate
Yes,
correctness. It's
it
so
sucks.
okay.
Well,
Let's
Euler
see
Greg just
here.
popped up. He says it was 365 for him on the days of the year.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working on something about that. I might have it ready for the. I'll have it definitely ready by the next time we do Shifty Sunday.
Well,
But
but you guys, doesn't 365 coincide with the Gregorian calendar? I believe it does. Maybe I'm wrong,
yeah,
but
and
I
that's
think
part
so.
of yeah that's part of the research that I'm going back on these old calendars and
Yeah.
I'm getting to the bottom of it. But we've had months added um,
Yeah.
to the calendar, which some people I'm sure are already aware of. But I mean, what the obvious example of that would be September. It means 7. Oct means 8, and so October used to be the 8th month of the year. Just
I've
saying.
never heard this. Wow. I'll
Yeah,
make sure to watch your video for sure.
yeah. But
Well,
let's keep on going.
this
Okay.
right here. I'll point to which one I think I seem to remember. I'm pointing to it right now. And
I don't see your mouse cursor.
oh, sorry.
1, 2, or 3.
But that right
Is
there.
it
And
the center one?
the one in the middle is the one
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the middle too because of the black lettering.
and
Yep, same here.
this right here looks like something a generic company would put on their box.
Number 3. Are you talking about number 3?
The first one here on the
Okay.
left.
Okay.
To me, that's what it looks like. Something that like you're picking up the generic brand.
Yeah. As soon as I looked at it, the first thing my eyes went to was the middle one. So that's what I remember as a kid.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
for sure.
same here. Especially remember the little miniature ones where you got like all the variety pack and you had the
Yes.
little mini box. That was the exact box. That was the miniature box.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys think whenever they say that they've changed the packaging and stuff? I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, I know they're always
Well,
changing on serials. They're always coming up with new animations for the boxes. I mean, but it's the way it's
But not the
spelled is
spelling. Absolutely,
yeah,
that's what I say to people.
yeah,
It's you can't fight that. You know.
right.
now when you were mentioning sci-fi a while ago, I do remember them talking about they were going to change it from SC Sci, like you would really spell it, to sci-fi. Sci-fi.
Well, I watch that every day, Hero, and it was just
And
really
they
a shock for me.
well, the thing is, they made jokes about it. There was some YouTubers or someone's like, it's going to change to SY sci-fi, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
that
were
changed for me in 2012 when I wasn't even on the internet on YouTube. You know,
yeah.
it was 2012 when Sci-Fi and John Deere both changed for me. Yeah.
But
Just
I'm
so you
just
know,
saying, like the
my husband can
sci-fi.
vouch to that. He's right here.
Yeah, and Euler mentioned it was 365 for him. Or Preliminals mentioning it was 364. I mean, all realities are welcome. So I
Isn't
mean,
that
that's
weird?
why we're doing this is to
Oh,
You
sure.
guys,
share.
did you
Yeah.
guys know that Rain on the Plains had Mandela effects occurring for her back in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Had
In
what?
the
Yeah.
80s, guys.
Yeah, she
Wow.
called in on the Shifty Sunday and mentioned that.
Yeah. Just saying. I mean, things change differently for different people. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't tell you about the Folgers because I didn't notice it before.
Oh yeah,
But when I saw it last week, it freaked me out.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I did a video about it, and that's been long time ago. How long did you ever see that video, Sedge?
The one on Folgers?
Yeah.
No, I think I missed that one.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I'll post it here in a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and continue.
Yeah, moving on. Sorry, guys.
All right. Wait. What's this? Okay. I think I remember the commercials for this. Didn't they used to break open the pill and all those little beads would like spread out and supposedly it'd go through the guy like they would have a diaphragm of the human body and all those little beads would spread out throughout the body and get into the congestive
Points.
skull, you know.
Yep. I
Do you-
remember that. as
Yeah,
well.
I think
Yeah.
that's the one. Yeah.
But I don't actually ever remember the name or how it was spelled. So I really
I don't
can't
remember it
say-
having a T. I just remember contact.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking
it
it
is-
up now. The way it is now,
Mhm.
because I'm not sure how it is now.
Isn't that the way it? Oh, that's the way they. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember a T on the end of it myself,
Hmm.
but I can't be 100% sure. But that's just my memory.
Is this still in stores? Is this something still
I don't know.
available? Because I remember the commercials, like I said, but that's been years ago
Years ago, back in the 90s, 80s, something like that.
for sure. But I can't say either way. But you said you don't remember it having the T on there like that.
No, I don't, but I might be
Yeah,
wrong on that.
there's no T now.
Okay.
So I guess I'm affected on that one. I've gotten the download on that one, guys.
There you go. Yeah. And this usually happens. You know, we talked about dual realities too.
Yes. I have both memories of Nelson Mandela, guys. I have both memories, seriously, and it's very confusing for me. I do remember him dying in prison, and I do remember him being president. So
Yeah.
how's that possible?
You know, I kind of remember it both ways too, but the stronger memory is the one of him dying in prison. But
Oh,
I
is that-
stronger
do.
for me as president. Yeah.
This one was one of my very first Mandela videos I ever did where I was trying to prove that you see here on the front. Well, now this is the way I remembered it right here, Coke Zero, but now it's Coca-Cola Zero. But then if you look on the back of the can, or if you have a 2-liter, look on the back in small print, they still have it like this, Coke Zero.
Yeah, but they
Well,
don't make. But they still write Coca-Cola on the big, the big version for you to see to recognize what to buy. Yeah.
Would you guys remember back in the late 80s or early 90s that they changed they changed the recipe for Coca-Cola and
Oh yeah,
it
new
was
Coke.
and it was
Yeah, and
nasty?
it flopped. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty. Well, I don't have a memory of Coke Zero because I never really drank Coke, but my Aunt Margaret did. But I remember the cans, when they changed it, and that's what this looks like. The Coke. It looks like the new
Oh.
recipe. Just saying.
Yeah, the new Coke. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does look like the new Coke. So maybe that has something to do with why it changed. Who knows? Or why they, shrinked it down and wrote Coca-Cola to make people realize it's old Coke.
The old recipe.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah.
This is one of my first Mandela effects. This is one that kind of changed right before my eyes.
Wow.
Like I was looking at it one minute, it said Coke Zero, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turn over and look, and sure enough, it said Coca-Cola Zero. I'm like, what? WTF? Wow. I'm like, what the F?
That's crazy.
That was, yeah. It was.
It makes you wonder about our reality, right, guys?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's this one. I never paid attention to it much when I would just use it.
You were probably just busy sniffing it. I understand.
I used liquid paper. Yeah. I never had whiteout. I had liquid paper.
Liquid paper, yeah.
Yep, that's what I used. And they don't have it anymore.
Back in the day, that was the stuff, man. Mm-hmm. Liquid paper. When you couldn't afford
it, really got you high.
maybe that's
I had a girlfriend that would walk around school in 8th grade, and she would have white stuff around her nose and her mouth.
Maybe that's why we all don't have memories of this, because we sniffed it too much.
No, I didn't. I was a good girl.
We'll stick with that story.
Okay.
So somehow the H no longer exists, and it's Wate out, or however you would pronounce that without an H.
Weed out. I don't know. That's weird.
Is it
You know,
fast
isn't it
now?
funny how they're dumbing down everything? That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm grasping from this stuff. They're removing all the vowels from wording. They're not teaching
Uh,
our children to write in cursive in school anymore. You know,
mm,
Now I remember this one. This is like these are broken here,
yep.
right? And it's not Volkswagen. Now it's Volkswagen. Is that what?
It's VOLKSWAGEN.
Oh, okay,
Okay. Yeah, I remember the symbol being like this, where it's not broken.
right. This is
I
how.
had a Scirocco, a Volkswagen Scirocco, back in the early '90s.
Now with this one,
Yeah.
I got to tell you guys, I don't ever remember it being Jiffy at all. I have no recollection of it being Jiffy. I remember Jiffy Pop.
Yep. Same here. I mean, because I have a cousin named Jeff. You know, it's not obviously it's not Jeff, but it's Jeff. But I used to always tease him and tell him that choosy moms choose Jeff.
I was raised on Jiffy peanut butter, guys. It was a Y for me for sure.
Okay.
Because Jiffy and Skippy both had the Y in it, and I remember those two. Because I hated Skippy peanut butter, but I loved Jiffy.
All right.
See, I don't remember it being Jiffy, but this is the weird one. Here's the weird thing. I remember it being Jif with two F's, and I had remembered that for years. And then when I went to the store one day, I saw it like this, JIF, and I was like, "What the F?
It on F now?
What? Yeah, pardon the pun,
Oh, it's okay. Golly.
but yeah, now it's got one F."
You know what I say?
Yeah.
What the fork?
There you go. Yeah.
That's my cuss word. It's a fork. Big old fork you. Just saying.
But that was weird for me when I went in the store and saw it with just one F. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know it only had one. It's gone from, they see it's losing its lettering. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, it'll be just J.
G. It'll be G. Like G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a little soldier on the front of the peanut butter jar.
Okay, we saw this one.
Yeah. Somehow it squeezed its way back in. We'll keep it moving.
Wait. I can't pause it. What's going on here? Oh, whoops.
I told you could use the space bar, but you don't listen to me.
I don't remember you saying. You said that? You
He
Yeah,
did. He did.
I told you twice.
I had you distracted. Sorry. My bad. Okay.
Canon.
Yeah.
I do have the
Yeah,
printer, and it is now it's one N, CANON.
Yeah.
Okay, and so supposedly people remember this way.
I remember it that way.
Do you?
If
I had a
read it with
Canon.
one-
I had a camera. Yeah.
If I read it with one N, I would be more likely to want to pronounce it Canaan, even though there's no I. Yeah. Just saying.
And look at this leaning. Oh, that bothers me. You got all these effects now have leaning O's. I mean, that's here, the new way, I guess.
Yeah.
But so you guys, both you guys remember it with two N's.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Getting some reverb.
C. Thompson remembers one in.
We saw this already. No. Oh wait, what's this?
Haagen-Dazs.
There we go. Haagen-Dazs.
I don't know about this one, guys.
I really don't know about this one. I honestly.
Well, let me see
There was
how it
only
is.
one A in DAZ. Still, I thought it was DAZ. It's my memory, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, it looks like a foreign language, doesn't it? Let's see
Yeah.
here.
It is.
I'm gonna Google it and see what I get as soon as Google settles
It's German,
down.
isn't it?
Yeah, I
Right?
believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, waiting on the keyboard to pop up. All right.
Come back. Come here. Sorry.
Now it's HA with the two little things over it, then another A, then GEN dash DAZS.
Okay. Yeah, I only remember DAZ. I could be wrong, guys. I don't think I really have a dog in that.
Yeah, we would need to ask somebody German if the spelling is correct for how a German would spell it, you know?
I said that backwards. Did y'all notice? I don't have a dog in that bone fight. I mean, I don't have a bone in that dog fight. Oh my goodness.
I always say I have no cat in this dog fight.
There you go. I've got cats and dogs. They love to fight. They're doing it right now.
It's been snowing cats and dogs where I'm at. It's been snow raining. Yeah.
You know, I had a dream this morning that it was snowing here, but the wind is howling and blowing so hard, guys. It feels like I'm in a desert. The roof to my carport is like it's doing the wave like that.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the Haagen-Dazs?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
Sorry.
I had to step away for a minute, though. Oh, yeah, this is a huge one.
Yeah. Nobody wants to use Febreze on their stuff. They want our Febreze.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that in the store. I thought it was like a knockoff brand or something. I couldn't believe. I didn't think it was the real stuff. I thought it was fake. Like I think it was in like the dollar store. I'm like, dang, they have practically ripped off the Breeze's logo on this one.
Yeah.
That one's totted. Just saying. Oh man. I buy the knockoff now because I refuse to accept that.
This one's kind of both ways for me.
I think this one flips back and forth too.
My husband and I fight over this one, guys, big time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No, I tell you, I've seen this in my hometown. We have one. It just says Home Depot on the sign, but in another town over in Paducah, it's this way, the Home Depot.
You know, if you go to the website, it's the Home Depot.
Yeah, and I have my Home Depot credit card. It says the Home Depot when I go to the phone, the phone number you call to pay your bill and whatnot. Check the credit. It says,
I remember Home Depot.
Welcome to the Home Depot hotline. How can I help you?
There you go. I don't remember the in front of it. Nope.
So this is one that could be considered like multiple memories or multiple realities too.
I've seen one guy do a video where he had shown on Google Earth where one sign had said Home Depot, and then he moved on to the next one, and it said Home Depot, and it was the same location. He actually had shown it was the exact same location. On one Google Earth thing, it was the home, and on the other Google thing, it was just home, and that was really freaky because it was the exact same address.
Okay, yeah. What he probably did is Google has on that on that on their thing where you can go back because they take a new picture every so many years
Yeah.
to update it. So you can go back to old pictures. Like you can go back. I think as far back as you can go is 2007, somewhere in that range. That's usually as far back as you can go. But that'd be a good way to see, to look at, if there was a place in your town that has changed, you could
Right.
go look at the newest picture versus the oldest picture available on Google Earth. That'd
You
be a good
know,
way to do it.
it
Yeah. Well,
seems like
go
a
ahead.
lot of these Mandela effects, we're losing our the in a lot of our words. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's either adding or subtracting, and it seems like it usually is trying to create some form of singularity, like it's trying to take the multiples out of the equation. Like for instance, the Tiny Toons is now the Tiny Toon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
S's are disappearing, and those are disappearing.
Well, Tiny Toons was a spin off the children from Looney Tunes, is what I always thought. So why wouldn't it be anything but the same?
Right. And whoever did this one, this Fruit Loops, they did a great job because not only did they put the word fruit in there, but they did that U, the way it's kind of like bowed out at the bottom. They drew it exactly the way I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. I'm the same. I remember the fruit being fruit, like real fruit.
Kind of. I remember it that way, but I could also see how they would spell it this way, considering there isn't really real fruit in Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I've noticed when these changes take place, the longer they're around and the more we look at them, the more we're likely to accept it. Because, I mean, I remember things when they first changed and that was it. I knew that I knew that I knew. There was no convincing me otherwise. But then when they stuck around for so long, I started to accept the new. You know what I mean? So it gets kind of confusing there on some things.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm saying, like, we all know there's not real fruit in Fruit Loops.
Correct.
Uh-uh, you're messing with me. You mean those
No,
the little green ones
no,
aren't little chunks of apples and the orange ones aren't little chunks of oranges?
no,
Oh,
don't say that. No.
all right. But they sure do taste good. I know that much.
Well, I thought the generic ones were the ones that were spelled Froot, back in the day, but they didn't have a
Right.
toucan on them. They had some other funky little character.
Now, do you guys remember them tasting different? Like the purple ones tasted like purple and the orange ones tasted like orange?
Well,
And
I kind of remember them adding a new flavor to them too. I don't remember which one, but yeah.
yeah, every so often they would have a special temporary new blueberry one or something, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just curious because now it seems like they're all just different. They're just shaded different colors, but they're all the same
They all
flavor.
taste the same. They did have different flavors. They did taste like the artificial flavoring, the proper flavor. I mean, yep. And now they all taste the same.
Hmm.
Or if they do taste different, it's a lot more subtle. Like they, at least to me anyway. Maybe that's just me.
I seem
I'm
to remember
a Cocoa Puffs kind of girl. Cocoa Pebbles or Cinnamon Life is what I eat. I don't know about the fruity ones.
I seem to remember Trix kind of tasting like different fruit.
Yeah, those two. They all did to me. The Fruity Pebbles and the Fruit Loops and the Tricks all had different flavors for each color. I remember as a child.
Yeah. That's what it seemed like. Now this one here, I have no. I remember it being in color, but I don't.
Yeah.
What's
Black.
What's the change here supposed to be? That it's
Let
changed.
me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, there was no black on my 7.
No.
It was always like the two outside.
11, 11, 7, 11. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
With the
And
color.
we still have those here in Texas.
Do you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a 7-Eleven. I don't know when.
Oh, 7-Eleven. They're on every corner up in the Dallas area, Richardson, in those areas.
All right. So now it's got orange at the top, going across the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then a red bow to the right for the 7. For the bottom of the 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 11 is ELEVEN, and it's in green.
Okay.
Huh.
So what's the change though?
So-
Because
Yeah.
I guess it looks like you see how it's orange and then red at the
yeah.
top. It doesn't do that now. Let me double check.
Oh.
It's
okay,
all
'cause-
red all the way down.
Oh, so this is how it used to be because this is how I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I remember it being different colors. I don't remember
Yeah.
it being all red.
Yeah, me either. I mean, that just looks right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was freaking out. I'm going, well, what's the change? I know it doesn't have black on it. Get them all the time. We love their hot dogs.
Now, see, this one I'm split on because I do remember. I do kind of remember calling it Cap'n Crunch.
Mm-mm.
Say, what's happening, Cap'n? But I don't remember. And why does this one not have the Quaker Oat guy on it?
Yep.
Because it's made out of Quaker Oats.
No, I'm saying like the new one. Like this is the change here. And if this is supposed to be the original, or I mean, not the original, but the changed one, shouldn't it still not have this guy on it? Is what I'm saying.
I don't remember Quaker Oats guy being on it, but I remember it being Captain Crunch guys because I grew up eating that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember it spelling out the word captain as well.
Yep.
And I know that I know it's just that Quaker is the brand. Like that's who makes it. Like
Right.
Kellogg's makes Rice Krispies.
Right.
So maybe he back then, maybe there was there's times when he shows up on the box. I don't know.
Do you guys know when I was a kid, I used to eat all the berries out first, and I used to always wish they would come up with one that was just berries. And they came up with it when I was growing. I was like, yay! So I bought a box, and it tasted like straight up grease. When I ate it, it tasted like straight vegetable oil, cooking lard. It was so gross.
Yeah.
I won't eat Captain Crunch anymore because it tastes like grease to me. It's gross.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to be in the mood for Captain Crunch. I'll give you that.
I even like the peanut butter one.
Captain Crunch is more of a getting high type of cereal.
No wonder why I don't like it anymore.
That's what makes it taste different. Sure, yeah.
I tell you what, I agree with you. I was trying to say that in not so many words, and then on top of that, you gotta pour Hershey's syrup on the top of it.
Is that a
Just
smoker's
saying.
delight? Is that a smoker's delight, y'all? For
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like watching old cheesy movies. Like you can watch old cheesy movies and they'll still be funny, but they're a lot better
When you're high.
when you're well,
And when you have a whole group of high people together watching it. Funny.
it just seems like that enhances things.
Oh, I love cheesy movies. I'm the queen of cheese. Just saying.
Yeah, we were just talking about. Have you ever heard the movie Night of the Lepus?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I was mentioning that Sagittariusly speaking. Dr. McCoy's in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Night of the Lepus. It's about a bunch of killer rabbits.
Yeah, I saw it on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Get down.
The C-Fi channel.
It was still sci-fi when I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I don't really watch TV anymore that much.
I just
YouTube's my
remember
TV.
the Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh,
with
yeah.
like a thing on it.
Get down.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
We're having cat troubles.
I'm cleaning out my big fish tank, and so I've got all my fish in the little tank, and my cats and my dog keep jumping up there, and I'm scared they're going to knock the lid in the water and electrocute the fish with the light on. Sorry.
They're wanting a snack. They think you're displaying the buffet for them.
Oh yeah, they want to go fishing for sure. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to distract you guys.
This one, I did a video on as well. Who remembers ScanDisk?
No, I don't know. I only remember Sand, but I wasn't buying those cards, for too long.
The way I remember it is the way it's portrayed here on the picture.
ScanDisk.
Okay.
Is what I remembered.
Yeah.
This right here.
Since I started buying them, guys, they were always SanDisk, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember SanDisk.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's SanDisk now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a new one to me. I didn't know that was a thing. Why? How could people? I mean, really?
Well, I didn't buy it when it was ScanDisk, so I don't have a memory of it being over.
But I mean, you don't ever, whoever sands a disc, you actually do scan a disc.
Common sense, people, common sense. Hello.
If it's rough, I guess. I don't know. It won't fit me.
Yeah, that'll make it play better.
Makes you think of sandpaper, right?
Yeah. Right. We'll just buff it out. We'll buff out these scratches.
Oh gosh, do you guys remember with CDs? Trying to get the scratches out so they play.
Oh
people told me so many tricks, and it never worked.
And then it would just be like 10 times worse, no matter what.
Yeah. Rub candle wax all over it, and then shine it up, or put it in the freezer. Oh yeah, that worked.
Yeah. Put toothpaste and peanut butter on it.
Yeah, toothpaste.
Yep.
I always just let my dog lick it. That's what I would do.
Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. We need to have our.
Yeah, I guess we were wrong, Hebrew. We should have called satirically speaking in the past. Oh Lord.
The old dog maneuver.
The old dog licking maneuver. Yep, dog spit works every time.
Was that right after they looked? Never mind.
Yeah, I know what you were going to say.
Bad boy. Let me look that newspaper right quick. Bad boy. Okay.
Moving right along, we have Maxwell up here.
Oh gosh. Nothing to see here, people. Moving right along.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Maxell, huh? I actually used to buy those.
I did too.
Yeah. I remember the commercials with the guy in the chair and his hair blowing back, and there were several spoofs done on that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Wasn't there a lady that sang real loud and the glass shattered? Was that this one?
Yeah, I think that was one too. But
yeah, that was another one. Or that one could have been Memorex, actually.
Okay. I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a Memorex in this Maxwell then.
Well, did we remember it? Is what Memorex?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, you guys. Just yesterday, I was talking to my crew, and I told them, at this point in time in my life, I just wish for dementia, so I can just forget all this crap and live in peace. And I think it's actually kicking in. I shouldn't have ever said that.
So what's the deal with Maxell? Is it Maxwell? That's how I remember it. Maxwell.
Maxwell. Yeah.
Well, there's no W in it, but there's still two. It's just Maxell.
Oh wow.
That's just wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wait, what's the deal here?
The Hanes logo.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the underwear being Mandela?
Yeah, right. I remember it being Hanes. Maybe I'm
Wait,
wrong.
is this? Um,
It's Haines now, like Highness.
no,
Heinies. It
no.
goes on your hiney. Maybe you should repronounce it.
Yeah, there's it's Haines.
Underwear's been changed.
Yep.
See?
Heinies. Yep.
Yeah, this Mandela effect changes its underwear more than I change mine. I'll tell you that much.
Ba-dum-bum.
Uh,
Wow.
I think I got crickets
Yeah,
there.
but it's now it's all no,
Mhm.
now it's Hanes. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's how I remember it.
H
Yeah.
Remember that
E
line.
N E S.
Yeah.
Heens.
Guess I've been mandicted on this one too. Hmm. That just looks wrong to me, guys.
Now what's okay? I remember this being a thing. Let's see. Burnzomat. I really have no. I
I
think I
always think of that
remember.
Benzomatic.
I always think of that Grease song when I see that.
Yeah, it's freeze lightning.
Another
Yeah,
another Mandela too.
I know.
What is this? What is benzomatic, guys? I don't know what this is.
It's like what you use for propane torches.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't tell you on this one. I'm
I'm
not
just gonna
tomboy enough.
guess a stab in the dark
Now,
here.
now it's Burnzo, Bern.
Okay. Yeah. I was just
Hmm.
that would have been my guess is like this would have been the first one I would have gone with
Yeah,
benzomatic.
that looks right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Burnzomatic makes me think of The Simpsons.
Mr. Burns, like a Mr.
Right?
Burns invention.
Yep,
Like if Mr. Burns sold propane and propane accessories.
that's right.
All right.
You sounded more Texan than me.
I had to practice mine though.
And
You're
then in
natural.
chat we got C Thompson's commented. It was Maxell for him, Hanes for him,
Mhm.
and he's going Bernstein, but I don't know that we're talking about that.
well, the Burns-O-Matic makes you think of the Bernstein. And you guys,
Oh yeah,
let me get on that subject real quick. I heard just the other day, which is probably propaganda, who knows, that the authors of the Berenstain Bears changed the name themselves to get more publicity, so they could start selling the books again because they had a decline in book sales. How about that one?
well, before they wrote the Bernstein Bears, the authors they were a married couple. They used to write
Yeah.
sex books.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they used to
Wow.
write kind of like if you kind of imagine what Dr. Ruth was like,
Yeah.
how they wrote books like that.
Wow. Self-help books, right?
Yeah, well, no sex about they wrote about
Yeah,
sex.
but they were self-help. Self-help. The sex books were
Yeah,
self-help. See what I mean?
yeah, I get it.
Okay.
And then I guess they weren't doing so well the book sales, so they decided to convert to children's stories.
Children's
Maybe,
book.
yeah.
Isn't that awesome? But I mean, I've only heard that one time. I think it was like last week, but it was, it kind of makes sense if that's really the case. But I'm not saying it is.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I'm not sure. I haven't heard either way on that one.
isn't
Mhm.
that how Dr. Seuss got started? Like he started out writing dirty comics or dirty limericks, or he started out like it was something way like graphic novel or something
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one. I heard something about Dr. Seuss, but I don't remember. I don't even recall what it was now. He was a true doctor or something. Yeah.
I know that's what I heard is like something you. It was something towards the fact of it. We'll just say it wasn't very
The
child.
limericks, dirty limericks. Yeah, yeah.
He used to write. Are you saying he used to write material for Andrew Dice Clay?
Something,
Something
something.
similar
Yeah.
to that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
More like for Charlie Chaplin. Oh man.
Charlie Tramplin.
Yep.
So what do we got here now, Saji? What's this Chanel number 5?
I don't
Hello,
know. Are
Jessica
you?
Pisces. There it is, right there. Boom. You see that? The 2 C's?
The 2 C's.
That's the
I see
Jessica
one with
Pisces.
2 N's. Oh yeah, the Vesica Pisces. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
One's Channel and one's Chanel. Which one do you remember?
You know the football is a Vesica Pisces.
Yes, yes. Yep. You see it everywhere you look. Once you know
I
what
guess
it is.
Yeah, and the Mandela effect is. Do you remember? 2 N's or 1 N? It looks like.
Just one in for me.
Yeah.
Yep. The
I'm pretty
knockoff
sure
would,
it's 2 N's now.
yeah, the knockoff would be the 2 N's because that's Channel.
Yeah, no. What's on channel number 5 tonight, honey? Yeah, you smell just fine.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Oh Lord.
So in my area, that's what HBO used to come on, channel number 5.
Well, 2 for me back in the day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You know what's interesting? What's funny? This is this little side note. But when you travel to like a different city, and you turn on their local news, it's funny how they're so different, but they're exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they have that one token black guy. They have a corny weatherman, that tries to tell jokes. they have some old fart who thinks he's an expert on everything.
And they have a bimbo.
And they have some wily young chick who's trying to prove herself. I mean, it's just like, yeah.
And then you notice if you tune in like they've shown, they all say the exact same wording.
Yeah.
I've seen those YouTube videos where it's just they say the same thing over and over and over, and it's insane how one person pretty much rules it all. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did a video on this one, guys. Yep.
Did you?
Yep. Yeah.
Dilemma.
Yep. My dilemma was always a dilemma.
There
was always an N in mine. That's how I was taught in school. The N was silent, but we always remembered, if you didn't pronounce it dilemma, it was dilemma.
Exactly.
This is a huge dilemma for me. So, dilemma.
Yep.
Dilemma.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a dilemma. But
well, I think that's the end of the video.
All right, let's get the hell out of here then.
That's hilarious. Now that that's over, can I ask you guys a question?
Somewhat now?
I said, now that that's over, can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Okay. What do you think is the cause of this Mandela effect?
I honestly I don't have a strong. This is put my fist down. This is what it is.
Well, none of us can do that. Yeah, none of us
Yeah.
can do that. But what's your opinion? I mean, what do you feel about it? What resonates with your spirit as to what's going on here?
I think that it's a spiritual thing more than anything else
Mm-hmm.
because it seems to inspire that kind of awakening in people. For the most part, most people, it seems to me that once they realize it, they have, especially with all the Bible changes, they start to realize that there's something spiritual about the whole thing. I'm not a big proponent of it being CERN.
No.
However, I do think that CERN is capable of doing more than what they're given credit for. And I do think that if they're opening portals and creating this like negative matter and stuff like that, it could be they could very well be affecting our reality. Now, are they responsible for the Mandela effect? I'm not really willing to give them that much credit. But for slight altercations and timelines and realities bumping into each other, kind of like how you see in and Back to the Future, maybe I could maybe see that happening. Um, but and then also the whole we shifted
Mm-hmm.
from the shifting. I definitely am a strong proponent for that. I really believe that we used to be on the Sagittarius arm and now we are in the Orion spur. And I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I haven't went out in space and looked around,
Right,
but
right.
I believe that we have the Earth has changed, and it also has gotten smaller than what it used to be, and the continents have changed, and all these things, all these changes are more than what any scientist could possibly create. It has to be a greater that it has to be a creator, something more powerful than a scientist. Is what I
How do we?
believe.
But how do we know, Sagittariusly speaking, or Hebrew? How do we know that the continents have changed, other than the fact that that's what they've told us? Because it's not like we're in an airplane flying up in the air and we've seen the continents with our own eyes. I'm just asking
That's
that.
true. You're right. That's a
Mhm.
perfect point. But the way I remember them drawn on a globe before
Right,
compared to the way they're depicted now has
it's different.
changed.
Yeah,
That's the way I remember them
me
changing.
too. Me too. What about you?
Me, well, I answered this question on Curiouser and Curiouser's channel.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
interesting you should bring it up as
Well, I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know, Bubba.
I definitely got to say, and I'll try to make this not too long winded, but I got to say that I think that it's definitely something spiritual. If
Yes.
it's messages that the Father wants us to see, might be possible. I definitely think that. That's my opinion, that it's messages that the Father wants us to see, and the Father's trying to open our eyes and wake us all up, and especially the Bible changes. And the whole CERN thing to me is a deceit that's laid upon us by the enemy,
Total deception. Yep. Good.
trying to distract us from the truth. And I think that that's where the whole CERN thing plays into, and CERN's only going to do what they're allowed to do, like Sagittarically speaking said, they're only going to do what the Father allows. So I definitely think that if that's happening, then it's probably a way of sort of scientifically explaining what man has done, but it's definitely work that's through the Father. But as you know, the Father works through man. Like, for example, if he want it, like people say, well, why do we have starving children in the world? Why doesn't he put an end to that? And that's because he wants us to help ourselves. He wants us to help each other.
Well, yes. Hence the Holy Spirit. That's our teacher.
Right.
Hmm.
And I think that all ties in with the Mandela effect, is that he's using man to sort of do all this stuff to help us to see. And as we spoke on it earlier, me and Saji did before you came in, was
Uh-huh.
that we all grow, and we have all grown since
Oh, yeah.
this has happened. I do believe that, and I think it's a constant change, and it's a change
Yep.
that's going to end up eventually changing everything, not just words on billboards or commercials or Bible changes, but it's a change that's going to gradually change the entire the way the universe is. And I think that's why we have moved from Sagittaric arm to what do you
Orion's Spur.
Orion
And I
spur?
think
Yeah.
it's also part of just piece of the puzzle. I mean, I think humanity in itself is going through a great awakening, like a
Yeah.
moment of becoming more consciously aware of
A lot of us
things
are.
we used to be oblivious to, be it um, be it New World
Via the
Order,
veil
be it
lifting.
politics, be it Mandela effect, be it there's so many different things. I mean,
Via the veil
and
lifting. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then also I'm a strong proponent for a collective conscious based reality. I think when enough people believe something to be a certain way, it
We're
actually
creators.
can become that way
We're
based on
creators. Yeah.
enough, yeah, based on us all agreeing that it is. Because a great deal of reality is perception based. If we all
Mhm.
look at the sky and agree that it's blue, I bet you it's blue. But
Right.
if we start having people look at the sky and 30% of them are saying it's gray and 10% are saying it's white and
Red.
20% are saying it's orange,
Yeah.
now we got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all want to hear my opinion on this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hold on. Buckle up. It's gonna get bumpy. I just have this strong feeling in my spirit that something, let's say Satan himself, fallen angels, which hold technology that's way beyond our comprehension, somehow or another, like say if you're looking in a mirror, somehow they've managed to pull us into the mirror instead of looking at instead of looking at our reflection, we've been put into the mirror, so we are the reflection. Because for me, everything used to be a little different. Now, I always remember a globe earth. I always remember a space being open. And now it's more like it's a flat earth and we're closed in a dome. It's okay. So if that is the case, I'm not saying it is because I don't know. Nobody knows. Everybody's strong proponents for that. Everybody has their opinion on it. But if that is the case and we are enclosed in a dome right now, would that not make sense that CERN is doing what it's doing because they know they can't get out of here going straight up because we're closed in. So they're trying to punch a hole out the side. And then when it comes to the D wave, I don't think the D wave is actually a computer like we're told. I think it's basically like a long distance telephone to get in touch with these entities to acquire knowledge as to how to escape or how to let them in so they can bring on the end of everything. And that sounds crazy, guys. I know, and
Well,
I
no,
hope
there
I
could
hold
be
the
some
right to
truth.
change my
There,
opinion every day, but that's what I think right now.
there could be some truth to that, and the reason why is because they're dealing with on an atomic level.
We've been
Um,
hijacked. We've been hijacked. We're in the
yeah,
upside down right now. Right side
they
up, upside down. We're in the upside down.
you can have you can have a molecule in a positive or a negative state, and
Right.
whenever a proton is or a certain part of the atom is positive, no matter how far away removed, be it 10 feet, 100 feet, a
A
million light
thousand
years
feet.
away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the op the other
They're
one is
trapped.
affected. So
They're
it
trapped.
is a way to communicate. It's the base instead of like a wire. Think of it as a modem. It's
There you
like
go.
kind of like a modem that can talk to anywhere that molecule base is connected to,
And
and it can
yes.
stretch for as far as you can imagine. So
And it doesn't.
there
And with
is some
dark
truth
matter,
to
with
that.
dark matter, guy, with dark matter,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter where that dark matter is located. It's always going to be connected to its other part. It's always connected,
exactly.
no matter what, and that's
Yep,
dangerous.
yep. That is a good point.
Yeah, but that's just my opinion. But that's what I feel. I feel like we've kind of been hijacked right now. Therefore we need to hold close to our scriptures and our Bible. And the Bible says to wear the word in our hearts. So, and maybe that's why, because they knew it was going to get changed on us. So anyway, what do you think, Hebrew? Am I nuts?
No, I think you make a good point, and you're making us see it on a different side that we've never really, or at least that I never really would have considered before. And it's good to have all these different
Yeah.
opinions, you know.
Different views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
I
I
mean, I
said
can't
before,
say
I
it means
don't.
a hill of beans. I can't say what I'm thinking it means a hill of beans, but that's what I feel right now.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't strongly proponent. I'm not a strong proponent for any one theory. I like to stay open minded. I like
Yeah.
to. I like
That's
to.
what I
I
said.
like
I
to.
hold the right to change my opinion any day.
Yep. And I like to hear, and I like to hear new theories. I am open to new ideas. I mean, that's the only way we're ever going to figure it out. Because if anybody who is unwilling to accept new information is never going to
Grow.
learn anything new. Yeah.
So true. I just what's upsetting to me, guys, is when you get these factions of people that are under the aspect that, or the idea that we're all dead. Because if we were dead, women wouldn't be giving birth to children because you don't give birth in death.
Yeah, I agree with that. And we were talking about. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback here. But we were talking about this on another show. I forget which show it was.
Mhm.
It might have been.
They all do kind of start to run together, don't they?
Oh, the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
the show.
But no, we were talking about this on another show, and someone had brought up the fact that they think if we were all dead, then that would mean there would be no need for, I don't know how to explain it correctly, but there would be no need for heaven or hell or this or that or the other. And why would any of that make any sense? We're all dead.
Wait a minute. You're Catholic, aren't you? Catholic believes in purgatory, hero. I mean, that could be an explanation for Catholics. Just saying, my daddy's Roman Catholic, so that's why I brought that up.
Yeah, and I agree. I grew up. Hey, buddy.
No, I'm having issues.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, yeah, my headset's cutting in and out on me.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Hebrew. I just want to throw that in right quick, okay? I said, Hebrew, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just wanted to throw that in right quick, okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
No problem. I mean, I grew up Catholic.
Yes.
But I definitely have a lot different views than the Catholic Church has.
Oh, I know. When we first met on Candy Cupcake's channel, we kind of hit it off pretty well. When we were all just learning and discussing over there, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thank God we have each other so we can all just grow together, as people.
And that's one thing we have to do is we have to have the togetherness. And I think that's one thing that the enemy tries to do is
division.
Throw division. But yes, exactly.
And Hebrew, in every aspect of our lives. Think about it. In every aspect, there's division. And it's just disgusting to me because people don't see it.
You know what's crazy is it just seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse.
It is, honey. It is. And it's so saddening.
Like I'm afraid to, even when with Thanksgiving coming up, I'm afraid to even bring up politics.
Oh,
I'm afraid. Not only am I afraid to bring it up, but I'm afraid that the topic is going to come up. I don't want to hear what my dad. I don't want to hear him go on a rant about his politics, and I don't want to hear the other guy.
Cordially walk away, Woody. Don't
try to. Yeah, I don't want, but I want to hear it. Like I'm going to hear, my super liberal aunt go against him, and then I'm going to have to listen.
Excuse yourself from that conversation and move on to the next little group of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my advice to you because I understand. It's so hard. You don't discuss politics and religion anywhere or it blows up in your face. Those are two hard discussions right there with any group of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't invest a lot of time and energy into supporting one or the other or being strongly against one or the other. I really think that politics getting
They're all
in.
they're all on the same page. They're all the same group. They're just
Yeah,
liars, you know,
yeah, they're all just figureheads for the institution, and
puppets.
they're just there to get us arguing with each other to keep us divided.
Yes, sir. It doesn't matter, Republican or Democrat. It's all the same crap. They're all the same group.
Yep. Yep.
I agree. You know, and it was when I woke up to that, I was just my mind was blown. You know, because I was just an innocent little babe in Toyland, and they chucked me into the factory where everything was made, and it was awful.
That's
You
how I
know?
feel. I feel like I'm in the land of misfit toys.
Yeah. I didn't want to see how they made the toys. I just wanted the toy, darn it. You know? Golly. You know, that's the only way I can put it. But you know, nowadays I don't argue with people. My walk is in love, you know, and acceptance and respect of everybody. You know, if we're different, just agree to disagree and move on, because you know that's just how it works.
I agree, and I'm going to tell you. What do you say we give this room one last shout out, and then we'll all talk about our points of whatever you guys want to talk about. But I'm not saying we're closing down the show just yet. I just go ahead and give the room a shout out real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. We've got Red Shirt Blues, Tobin Schwing was hanging out with us earlier. Let's scroll down. Scrolling. C. Thompson, 2009. Floyd S. is in the house. Kind of looks like.
Bubba. Sorry.
Kind of looks like he's got Eddie Von King's thing there going.
That's my little brother.
Confused there for a second. Preliminal.
Patrick.
Euler Craig. Eddie Von King was here. Keen. I keep still wanting to call him Eddie Van King. That's a little inside joke we have going on. But let's see here. Scrolling. As Armor would say, scrolling. Zombie Cat Cub joined us a moment ago. Good to see Zombie Cat Cub in here. And I believe that's all we got for right now. So let's see. Yeah, I believe that's it.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. That's awesome.
I didn't see that.
Thanks for inviting me.
Did you mention Euler Greg and Red Shirt Blues? They just popped in, or Red Shirt did anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them, but I can get them a double shout out if you want me to.
And then Euler Greg, he's been commenting quite a bit here. He's saying on what we were just talking about. He was saying everything as it seems, but our souls are moving through multiple dimensions, each similar, but with slight changes. We have been selected to witness this for a reason.
Yeah.
And then he says, he also mentioned something about the Earth being 1,000. I'm trying to find it. I saw it a minute ago.
Well, I've got one of the things up here that he put. Oh, here. How about this one? Can you see that? It says this Earth's diameter is 10,000 miles smaller than in Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of strange too, guys, that we see the sun as being white now, and when we used to be on the edge of the Milky Way galaxy, we were so much farther away from the sun, it seems, and now that we're like in the center, we're like right here up against the sun, and hence they're doing all these chemtrails and stuff to block the sun out because the sun's so bright, it's liable to burn us up.
Oh, yeah, I remember a much yellower.
Yes, yeah, me too. Me too.
I miss that yellow sun, as a matter of fact.
Well, do you know some mornings, because that's what I do a lot on my channel too. I do a lot of nature. I love to watch the sky. And you know, some mornings when I wake up and I record the sun, it's actually yellow.
Oh,
it's actually yellow. And then once it rises and it's up, you know, straight up, it's white. So I don't
Well,
know.
that,
I
that
don't really get
they
that.
they give a scientific explanation for that, for
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that's worth. But they try to say that it has to do with the ionization of the atmosphere when it's
Hmm.
when it's setting and rising.
Yeah.
There's more atmosphere for it to cut through, which causes that colorization.
Well,
But
thank you.
I mean, I
You know
I
what I
don't know
think? I think
100% if that's true or not. But
Okay.
I think those are FOS scientists.
Yeah, yeah. Those are
FOS.
the theoretical scientists. You know,
You know
anybody
what?
can be theoretical. That's just an opinion.
You know what FOS is, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Theoretical.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. But I was just full of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Is what
I
I
was
was
trying to keep it clean. Full of shite. Full of shite. We're entering into Shitesville here, people.
gotta call it like it is. Gotta call it like it is.
You're right. But shit stinks.
Well, you know, I have a. Let's see here. I have a banner here that I made. Let's see here. Let's see how you like this thing. Can you see stuff that's on the screen?
I can in a second. Yep, now I can.
Check this out.
Humans are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and most are full of shit. There you go. There you go.
That's what.
And you can't bullshit a bullshitter. Just so you know.
Right. Yeah. So I had that figured out a long time ago.
Oh yeah, it's true. I've always said that opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one, but I never added on the last part of it. And, you know, when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me, "Honey, Ann, get your butt home. Your ass is grass," and I never understood what she meant. And when I was grown, I heard somebody say, "Your ass is grass," and I'm the lawnmower. But my mother never said anything about no dang lawnmower, so I never could understand what she meant.
See, mine always threw in the lawnmower part. So
Yeah, mine didn't.
I
Mine did it. She just said the first part, so I never understood what she's talking about. My butt being grass.
yeah, my mom would always say, "Your ass is grass, and I'm the lawnmower."
I don't know why my mom. I need to call her and ask her.
Right.
She never said anything about a lawnmower. I'll get back with you on that. Oh Lord. But yeah, I don't know.
It wouldn't be a weed eater.
No. Well, you know, you want to talk about some oddities, and Floyd S is here in the chat still, right?
Who?
Floyd S, is he still here in the chat?
Oh yeah, I believe so.
Okay, let me tell y'all something, and this is the truth. And Floyd S can vouch for this because he was watching it with his own eyes. I was speaking with him and Therian M Night on Hangouts, and I had my camera turned on right here in my backyard, guys, from dusk until about 10 or 11 at night. These little white lights that some people are calling wandering stars. They're up there and they twinkle at you and stuff. I don't know if y'all have ever went out and noticed the night sky. But I've got these lights that appear. They pop into our reality out of nowhere. It's just boom. And it's in between two 5G towers, just so you know. And some of them will derive enough power to get real big, and then they'll go up in the sky real high and they shoot to the east. And some of them don't derive enough power and they burn out. But I don't have any ungodly idea what these things are, but it happens every single night.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they don't come from here because maybe that's a portal back there in the back. I don't know. And that sounds insane, but if you'll read the chat right now, Floyd S is in the chat. He will tell you that he's literally seen this with his own eyes. You know, I've got witnesses. I mean, but I don't know what's going on here. But these things that they'll twinkle at you, like if you flash your light at them, they'll twinkle and they like come in real close towards you, like to about the level of where the clouds are, guys. They don't come in any closer than that.
I'll tell you what would be interesting is we're not doing Shifty Sunday this week, but I would like for you to come on one of these nights when we do another Shifty Sunday, if you're available, and maybe you can record that some night, and you can
Mhm.
come on and bring it on the
Sure.
show if
Sure.
you be willing to.
Yeah, and if they're broad enough, it could be visible with your own eyes. That I could turn my camera on literally and let you see it for yourself live
Sure, that would be neat.
right there. Because we've got our cameras, so I could turn my camera on. See, sometimes the guys can see it, and sometimes they can't. I guess it just depends on how clear the sky is. But I'm here in Texas. I have a very clear sky most of the time, unless it's cloudy. But
Are
yeah,
you
I have.
using your cell phone camera or like a what kind of camera are you using?
Yeah, it's just my cell phone camera.
Okay.
Yep, yep. But I have some of this recorded and it's on my channel, where it shows those lights popping in. And then this one light that's like since 2012, this one star or whatever the heck you call it, it's been in my eastern sky. It pulls up literally like a car and parks itself, guys. It's the weirdest thing. And it stays from dusk until dawn, and then at dawn it disappears. But I can go outside anytime and look at it, and it can see me in the dark here on the ground. And it'll move in real close and it'll start flashing at me. And then it goes back up, and people say, well, maybe that's a drone. It's not a drone, guys. It's way too big to be a drone. I don't know what it is. You know, so in some aspect, I'm wondering, are these like guardians? Are these like, are they watching over us till some disaster occurs? People that do believe in the rapture, you know, just saying. 'Cause I don't get an icky feeling from them at all. I'm not threatened.
Did you ever see that one video? I think we showed it on a Shifty Sunday sometime, where there was these UFOs were going over and they were getting shot at. I think where was that taking place, Aggie? Do you remember that?
I want to say it was Iran or Iraq, and the military was trying to shoot them out of the sky with their anti-air, and they couldn't hit them. They were just zipping left and right all over the sky.
Yeah. Well, these things can literally mask themselves. They have some kind of a cloaking technology, because I can look at them with my naked eye and look on my camera, and you can't see them on the camera sometimes. And I know they're there because I can see them with the naked eye, but they just go zoop and go dark. So they definitely have technology, but I don't know what they are. And I'm not anybody for anybody to be watching. I'm just a poor old disabled Christian woman out in the country. There's nobody watching me that's in the government. Just saying, for people that are paranoid and stuff. I can't explain what this stuff is, but it is factual and it's truth. And that's what's happening.
What is your channel? What's your channel?
Oh, it's in my name, Honey Anamaya. It's capital H, and then the rest of the little letters, and then skip a space, and then capital A.
If you
A
could,
M.
if you
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
if you could send me a link in our hangout, I'll post the link there in the chat.
Sure, sure.
Everyone, go check out Honey Ann's. Sorry, Honey.
Yeah,
What do
Honey
you
Ann.
call yourself now?
It's the same, Honey Anamaya. Yeah.
Honey Anamaya. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone, check out Honey Anamaya's channel.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the newer stuff I have on there is just biblical, but the ones that are probably about a month or two ago, most of that is all nature. And when I first started my channel, I just mainly did sky. I'm a sky watcher. I'm a nature freak. So there's a lot of weird things that I've recorded. I've recorded weird planets moving through the sky in the morning. I've recorded two suns and literally the moon morphing out of existence.
Yeah,
And yeah.
It's a funny story. I was watching the other night and I had my glasses off, and usually my glasses off, I figure everything's fuzzy anyway. I looked up and I could have swore like I saw two moons. I saw two moons, and I put my glasses back on, and when I put them back on, it looked like there was one moon again, only except the moon had this weird, like glowing ring around it. It was kind of hard to explain. I kind of wish I would have.
We've recorded the moon with the ring. So is Candy Cupcakes Hebrew. She's put that on her channel too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I've actually watched the moon, and it morphed into like three and one. It looked like a total breakdown of whatever's going on. Some people say we're in what do they say we're in? A simulated universe or whatever, which I can't say I subscribe to that because I don't know. Nobody knows. But that would kind of make sense if you think about it. A holographic universe, the moon was, there, and it was a new moon. And then all of a sudden it turned into three, just boom, right before my eyes. And I recorded it on my camera, so it wasn't my eyes fooling me.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm
it was.
not crazy then. I'm just
No. I mean, you said you didn't have your glasses on. This doesn't have anything to do with vision, sweetie. This is something strange going on. I don't know what it is. So, I've heard some people say, guys, that they feel like maybe in 2012, CERN blew up our reality, and now, we've been moved somewhere else, and it's like simulated, and they're trying to figure out how to rebuild everything and put us back. But that's just so sci-fi to me. I think that's trickery, fuckery. Put it that way.
oh, for sure.
I think that's a deception.
Just send me your link to your channel and our hangouts,
Okay.
and I'll.
I'm getting on my other phone right now.
Red Shirt Blue said, "Put it in there so we can sub." They're wanting to sub to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it right now, but I had to plug my phone in because it was dead.
Oh, okay.
I'm working 2 cell phones here. I'm usually on my computer, but I didn't want to bother my husband.
Ah.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah. So it's.
Saji, have you ever seen anything like that before about the moons?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All right. I thought I was on mute. My bad.
No.
Oh.
Hold on just a minute there.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
All right. I almost burnt myself there.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
You weren't making fries again, were you?
No, my cigarette, the cherry fell off my cigarette.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm a smoker too.
I hate when that happens and then you can't find it and then you're looking all over and by
Well, that's what I had to do. I had to get up real fast because I was afraid if I didn't, it was going to end badly.
I can't tell you how many hoes I burnt in the carpet just by doing that. I can't tell you.
Ooh. And guys, anytime you drop your cherry off of your cigarette, stomp it because it tends to burn everything, and kind of flick it to the side or throw some water on it. Don't stomp it. Just saying. Can't find your channel, Hero, and I know I was subscribed to you. Isn't it Hero from Eternia?
I mean, it's he dash bro.
You have it in Hangouts. Just send it to Hangouts.
Okay. I was just gonna. I'm dumb. I don't know how to do
it. That'll work.
I don't know how to do anything. I'm dumb. See, I am very tech-tarded, okay? Just so you know. The secret's out of the bag.
Well,
okay, let's see here.
I got many bags that's been the cats have gotten out of. So.
Oh, Lord.
I got to say, I'm right with you when it comes to that.
Well, the truth is the truth. Why run from it? Just saying.
And Oiler Greg had some good comments here. He said, "We Mandela awaken can see things others can't." But he's like, it's hold on. There was something before that.
It's weird. There seems to be. Wait, no, is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I see his comment and then I lose it every single time. But at the end, it was funny. He says, "Of course, the only true one is whichever I currently believe."
I'm heading that way.
All right, cool. All right. Yeah, he says, it's weird. There seems to be evidence of many conflicting theories when we were talking about the Mandela effect a while ago.
Yep.
And, I've seen that. Like you and I talked about the white sun earlier. Like I was telling you, like I could seem to remember when I was a kid just kind of looking up and kind of staring at the sun, and no one ever told me any different. Don't do that. It'll ruin your eyes,
Okay. Hebrew. Yeah. I sent you a link to my channel, and this is a video that I captured about a month ago. I literally saw a pterodactyl in the sky above my house. It was stalking my chickens and my ducks. Wow. Yeah, my memory on my phone was full, so I only captured it just for a few seconds, but you can literally see what it is. I mean, I was lucky I even got it to record. I just kept hitting the record button, fighting it, and and it gave me a little bit of it. But anyway, that's a link to my channel, but that's a pterodactyl. So if y'all look at it, you can tell. You can see the hammer on top of its head, And those things aren't they? No, they're supposed to be extinct. Hello.
Huh?
Just saying, they're not extinct, guys. And the following week, my husband and my grandson, who's like 18 months old, were horseback riding right down the road down here. And my grandson pointed out to my husband and said, Papa, look. And my husband and my grandson saw this thing standing on the ground. And my husband said, literally, it stood about 3.5 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It
Yes. Just so you know.
looks like a lone one just joined us. Hello, lone one. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, alone one.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that to come up. When it does, I was wondering.
It says 1 minute has been sent to you a minute ago. Yeah. And Hangouts.
Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Okay.
Because it'll usually beep or bloop or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, when you get something. So I might. Oh, okay. I think there it is right
Got
there.
it?
Uh-huh. And if you don't mind, I'd like to show this video on our.
No, I
Here.
don't mind, sweetie.
You keep flipping your camera on accidentally there, honey Ann.
Yeah, I know. I was going to show him that I sent it. But since he got it, I don't have to prove it.
Here is
Okay.
the.
Yeah, anything of mine, you've got my permission to show, okay? Just so you know, for future purposes. You know,
Cool.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Whoops. I need to delete this before I show the whole room. I had some other stuff on there that was. There we go. And send. There you go. There's the link. Is it clickable? Let's see here. Yeah, I think it is. But I want to go ahead and show this footage. And this is something you shot the other night.
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks or a month ago. I shot this in the sky in the morning.
Let me get it up here.
I mean, this thing was literally stalking my chickens and my ducks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this is what, how many seconds?
I don't know, maybe 11 or 12.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and screen share this. Let me get it up first. Get it up there.
You know, I like StreamYard. It seems to be so much easier.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That looks like a pterodactyl.
I'm telling you, I was not BSing you guys. This thing is real. I mean,
Wow.
if I would have just said that verbally and not had proof, people would have thought I was FOS, you know?
Wow, this is
That's the real deal. I mean, those things are not extinct. And Floyd S., who was in chat, he said he did some research on this, and he said these things are able to hibernate for up to 1,000 years. I've never heard anything like it. I mean, I've heard of the Texas Thunderbird, right? The big old Thunderbird. And they say that those hibernate, you know, for, I don't know, like 100 years or something. But I've never seen anything that looks like a dang pterodactyl with that hammerhead on it, you know? That's insane.
Let's see here.
What is it, TikTok? What is it, girl?
It's
my dog. My dog's name is TikTok.
Now look at that, guys. Look at that footage.
Watch when he flips upside down, like he's wanting to shoot down. You'll see the top. Look, watch his head. See it? Boom.
Wow.
And it was the size of a cow. I kid you not. It was huge.
Go ahead and pause this right at this moment. Look at that thing.
It was huge.
I'll slow it down so we get it.
Common sense should have told me to get my butt in the house. Me with my inquiring mind wanting to know, I'm out there trying to shoot it, you know, with my camera, not a gun. Not before last, I had a possum right here in my backyard getting my cat food. I went out there with my gun trying to shoot it, and my dang gun jammed.
Oh,
I had
man.
Floyd S. was on the phone with me. Jammed. I was like, darn it. It ran away.
I'll show it one more time and slowed it down. Look at that. It looks like a pterodactyl, like you would see, like on the Flintstones or Land
Yes,
Time.
yes.
Look at that. I
Yeah.
mean, you can see the shape of the head, like right there.
Right there, boom. Look at that hammer looking
Upside
thing on
down.
the head. Yep. I mean,
Wow.
I can't say that's a Texas Thunderbird because it's not. It's got that hammerhead looking thing on it, you know? That hammer looking thing on top of the head, what a pterodactyl looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if there's
Yeah.
one, guys, there's got to be more. You know, there's got to be more.
Oiler Greg says he saw one back in the 70s, 1976, he said.
Wow.
It was bigger than a cow, twice as big, the one he saw.
Well, it might have been twice as big, you know. We humans are not very good at determining size when we're looking up in the sky. That's been proven. But it looked like a cow, the size of a cow to me. And that was zoomed in, you know.
Well, everybody can go see that video. Of course, I sent the link in the chat, and I think we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. What do you say?
Okay.
I'm all
Thank you
for
so
it.
much. Thank you for having me, and it was a pleasure meeting you, satirically speaking.
Yeah, right back at you. And I'm always, you're always welcome to come back. And if you ever want to have Hebrew or myself on your channel, I'm sure we'd be happy to
Cool.
oblige you.
Cool. I do a lot of Bible stuff, you know. Whenever the Spirit moves in me and tells me to do it, I'm obedient. And I just go with it, you know.
Absolutely, and you know, like I said, I'm glad to have you on here. Thanks
Well,
for
thank you.
popping in.
Thank you so much. It was fun.
And you know, so what are your final thoughts?
Mine or his.
Well, whoever wants to go first, I guess.
Well, you're the guest. You go first.
Oh, all I can say is no fear in Jesus. You know, this is the day the Lord has made. So we'll all rejoice and be glad, right? And ultimately, He's in charge.
Agreed.
Amen.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. That's good closing thought for me.
Good way to go out. Go out with a bang, right?
All right.
Yep.
God bless you guys in chat. Thanks for coming.
So from Honey Ann and Sagittarius speaking, this has been Hebrew, and thanks to everybody for joining us on Monday Madness, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care, guys. Oh wait, I'm not screen sharing yet. Hold on, I gotta screen share my outro.
Get him, girl. See, I don't have an intro and outro. I don't have any of that kind of knowledge. Yeah.
Let's see here. Push that button and this button. And here we go. Let me go ahead and set it. So good night, everybody.